everybody, it's Kelly and I'm back with another layout. So I'm going to start with this wood paper, and that wood paper is from Echo Park America the Beautiful. It's the dusty blue wood grain paper. And then I have two pieces of the yellow kind of pattern paper there from Crepe Paper Snow and Cocoa Let's Play. But I don't have two sheets of any of that. So what I'm doing here is I just picked, and I talked about this in one of my last layouts, may have been the last layout even, that when I don't have two sheets, I'll use either the back side of something from a paper pad that I don't care for, or I'll just use a cardstock that I have and I'm not really using it, which is what happened here. So I've had this cardstock for a while and haven't used it. So now I have my two backgrounds. I found this Winter Wishes card from Ellie Studio and decided I would add that in between the two photos. It's a little bit big, but I'll get that figured out. And then I need some sort of transition between the yellow paper and the wood paper. So I have this stripe paper from Photoplay Frosty Friends. It's the Build a Snowman paper. And I'm using my EK Success Emboss Dot Punch. It's really hard to get those dots to emboss on most pattern papers. If you don't press too hard, they don't, and then you just get a nice scallop border. That's one of Chamel's favorite punches. That's why I brought it, and it is probably my most used punch. The size of that scallop is really nice for borders. So I'm going to use that. Hey, by the way, you guys, I forgot to mention this in the last video. I discovered that a couple of videos ago, my sound was kind of off. What it was I forgot to plug my microphone in, so it was the computer was how I was feeding the sound in, and it just sounds more hollow. So that's what the problem was. You won't see that again unless I forget to plug the microphone again, my microphone in again. So sorry about that. I noticed it when I went back and just decided that I wasn't going to take the time to re-record this. I don't really get paid to do this. It's not a job, it's fun. So hopefully that doesn't bother you too much, that little echoey sound. And it also reminds me of why I use a microphone, because I used to use my computer for the sound, just used my computer to record the sound. So just one of those evolutions as you continue to do videos. All right, so I put another transition strip between the paper, the striped paper, and the two background papers. And that is this strip of washi. It's kind of an aqua colored tape. It's from Hobby Lobby, from just a pack of thin solids. And I was seeing a little bit too much of the background. I wanted it to be a little bit more solid looking than that. So I just put two strips. I do this often if I want it to be a little bit darker. Two strips over the top. You can still see a little bit of that stripe behind, which I don't mind. It was just I was seeing too much of the stripe. And so the story behind this is we went on a date adventure one day, and it was supposed to snow a lot, but later in the day. So we did something fun in the morning. And then we were at a place, and they told us about another place that was about 30 miles away, where there was a market, market of products from kitchen businesses. So people who have work in like cooperative kitchens where they make their products. So in Wisconsin, you have to be licensed. If you can't license your kitchen, you can work there. So we decided to go there. And then right next door is a bar pub restaurant that we have this really cool tin of coasters, and they're discounts for different restaurants around our area. And we hadn't been to this one before. Neither one of us had ever been here before. So that's what that thing on the right side is. And so we're taking pictures in as it has begun to snow. Goodness, bless my boyfriend. It was just one of those cold, snowy days that was really kind of fun to be out in, but not for long. After we ate lunch, we went home and hung out, and I think we watched Yellowstone or something after that. We stayed. My boyfriend and I we live on the same block, but in two different apartments. So he went and put his car in and then walked over. So it's kind of nice that we can do that, especially in cold, snowy days. So back to the video. I am using some products here. So right now what I'm doing is I have that chipboard from Crepe Paper Snow and Cocoa. And that is where the Hello Snow is from as well. And then I'm going to use some snowflakes. So the snowflakes, though, that I'm using are from that blue snowflake is from the LA Studio Let It Snow die cuts. And then I have that little round aqua snowflake there, and that is from the Photoplay Frosty Friends ephemera. That's from 2018. I think I bought a pack that happened to be, I didn't buy that in 2018. I bought it later on when I discovered it. So then on the top right, I'm using that snow globe piece from the Frosty Friends collection. And then I have the Winter Wonderland from the LA Studio pack and the Snow Day chipboard there from the Crepe Paper Snow and Cocoa. And I was playing with putting a big snowflake there, but decided not to do that. I didn't care for that as much. I have those little chipboard snowflakes, and then I have chipboard snowflakes on the other side as well, and those all come from Snow and Cocoa. So I'm really kind of liking the, the kind of friendly little snowy scene here and how that all looks. So adding those in, trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. I did, by the way, on the top, I forgot to mention the top left, I have the We Love Snow Days, which came from, looking to see if I wrote down which pack it came from. It came from the Photoplay Frosty Friends, as did the Aqua Snowflake up there, and then the Chipboard Snowflake. So I have a trio, again, of, 3 embellishment clusters across the 2-page layout. There we go. And I was thinking I had missed that cluster, but that's kind of my thought. Just bringing in, snowflakes, both flat and chipboard, and then bringing in some of the darker colors. So the navy in the top cluster and the far right cluster. And then because it's dark, but I didn't have any other navy that I really liked, I used that Hello Snow as kind of the dark element. And I do have some blue in that bottom cluster with that blue snowflake too. So kind of pulling in, I talk about this all the time, that you don't have to have the exact same, clusters don't have to be exactly the same, but you use common elements. So I'm using chipboard snowflakes, die cut snowflakes. We're using blue elements. We're using some aqua elements in each of the clusters as well. There is the still shot and a couple of detail shots. Hope you guys are all well, and I will be back with another layout again soon. Bye, everybody.